Is anybody out there? Hello, hello. Let's look. There we go. Hey, Erin, how's it going tonight? I'm waiting for some people to come on. I know it's late. And I gave like no notice. Well, I gave some notice. I sent out a text. You were on that text. I was like, copy paste, copy paste, copy paste. It's how I do it sometimes. Peachy, I don't believe you, sir. Chuckling at me. Yep. Hey, Amy. How are you, my darling? How are you? Have you been? It's been a minute, so I figured I would hop on here and just say, hey, howdy. But if anybody wants a card tonight or two or whatever, let me know. I'm doing all right. I'm doing okay. My pain level was like super low today, so I was like, I'm gonna do live. I'm gonna do live. I was like, take advantage, right? Taking a break from my little project that I've got going on, which I will not reveal much about, but that's okay. I won't reveal too much. Not until I'm ready. Not until it's done, kind of thing. But other than that, I'm doing all right. Today was a low-key day, chill day. Got all my shit done early in the morning. I got some cool feedback from some clients, though. They were like, you read for me like months ago, and wouldn't you know it, all the stuff that you said. It's like, yeah, must be psychic. So that was fun. How have you been? What have you guys been up to? I don't know who's bickering in your house, but I can feel like someone's bickering in your house, Amy. Hey, Carrie. Imagine that. Imagine that, huh? I do kind of joke around with some people when they send me validating messages or whatever. They're like, holy crap, the thing that you said that like I didn't think was going to happen and then it did. And I'll joke around. I'm like, well, I must be psychic then, Currently relaxing with the cats. Well, my cat's had enough relaxing today, I think. She's just slept all day. She just like falls down, like mid walk. Like, we'll be just walking down the hallway and just fall over. I'm like, why? Why do you do that? Then heaven help me if I like step over her. Terrible. If you take like a step within like a foot and a half of her, like, no one touched you. Your aura is not that big. Traumatized. Anyway, I figured I'd pop on here and do a live. See if anybody wants a message. You have one that's constantly under the feet. Yeah, it's and I'm like, I already have enough like back problems that I don't need to like have my back thrown out because of my cat. Thank you so much. I have enough to deal with. You know what I mean? I just really want someone to just really rub my back like really, really hard. Like not even rub it. Like I really just want them to beat the crap out of it, honestly. Hello, Charlotte. How are we this evening? I just looked up there and it said 616 and then 6 people were watching and I was like, that was weird. Like there it is again. Sorry. Thought that was funny. Anyway, just the silly thing. Anyway, I find amusement in the very small things. I'm very easily amused. But if anybody wants a card or a message tonight, just let me know. Put it in the comments. You can just like go ahead, whatever. If you've got a question, anything specific, let me know. Or you can just be like, I'll be tribute, whatever. Jesus, not Jesus. Sorry. It's like he's not here right now. Leave a message. Can you get a card? Well, I think you can, Carrie. Hang on one second. Let me reorganize all of this stuff here because like my hands just kind of sneezed them all out all over the place, didn't I? Do you want it on any? Do you want a card on anything in particular, Carrie Ann? I don't know why I was being all weird there. Hey, Mariah, how's it going? Hit the share button and all that shiznit. All that shit. Just general, just whatever the hell comes up. You got it. Thanks, Spirits, Angels, Ancestors, guys, for coming through for Carrie Ann and revealing what it is that Carrie Ann needs to know. Holy cow. All right. Fine, we'll take those then. As I'm sitting here like, I have back pain. Karen, if you're feeling like completely creatively blocked at this moment, you're just like, nothing I seem to like think of is actually coming to fruition, and you might be feeling even like spiritually blocked, or like you're not hearing the messages the right way. I kind of want to suggest like kind of go back to like learning the basics. And when I say like the basics, I kind of sort of want you to like clear yourself out. You've been holding on to a lot of negativity. Anchor towards a certain man or a masculine figure in your life who I feel like you're just like, you know what, he's not really like the greatest person in the world kind of thing. But if you're like wanting like to feel like the sunshine again, because I feel like you're not feeling quite like sunshiny at this moment and like feeling like, again, like creatively blocked, really focus on clearing out like your sacral chakra, your root chakra, and your solar plexus, like the lower three, kind of feeling like get regrounded, girlfriend. Get regrounded. Good lordy, get regrounded. But if your anxiety is like kind of up in the air, why haven't you been like going outside? And I mean, okay, first of all, I know that the air quality is absolutely poo-poo everything right now, but whenever it is okay for you to like go outside, get your butt outside and get yourself regrounded, like go for a walk, okay? Once you do that, you're going to start hearing your own intuition a lot better. Like this little messenger card like came out and I was like, what else we got to tell her? You are definitely absorbing what's not yours, you know. Let it go. All right, release it, release it, release it, release it, release it. Let it go. Also, did you have? I feel like you just had like a heart pumping experience. Whether it was like a swerving car incident or like somebody like swerved and like nearly hit you. Because I feel like my heart just went like right up in here, which is kind of how I get when I feel like I'm gonna die in a car, which is really frequent. That's a story for another day. But if that makes sense for you, like just work on like your sense of safety again, like do safety mantras or something like that, or just kind of reminding yourself, or I'm just kind of reminding you, you're safe, you're protected, okay? Like, whew, I feel like heart rate like went completely through the roof while driving. I hope not, but that's kind of what I saw and felt. Carrie Ann is like, yes. Okay. You were protected, or you were, it's like it could have been way worse. Okay, so like know that you were protected, and in fact, I feel like that there was actually a younger male, kind of in the car in the passenger seat. He's over in spirit that was just kind of like whoa, and like helped you kind of like out the way a little bit or something along those lines. So like you weren't alone in that. Like it could have been way worse. So let that go, release that kind of thing. Suck it right out of you. So that's kind of cool. Thanks for let me know. Thanks for saying yes. Dad says get your financial shit in order. Like it's just get it balanced. Get it like look at where. There's like paperwork or something like that. There's like paper. There's what is that? Banking in order. Getting money in order. Could be for like a loan or something along those lines, or if you're just like struggling to get your financial shriznet together. That's what he kind of wants you to. That's kind of what he wants you to know. Okay. Hope that makes sense. For I know that was kind of like just like a little bit of a kick up the booty there. But sometimes dads can actually be like that, can't they? He kind of chuckles and laughs a little bit too. Like he's like a little bit of a like not necessarily like a drill sergeant, but he was like a tough love kind of guy. But he really did like he had big hands, like really big strong hands. Like I feel like if he put it on the back of my shoulders, I'd be like kind of thing, like that kind of sensation. So I hope that kind of makes sense for you. He's got really big like thick forearms, or at least that's kind of what I see, like really big thick forearms. Hope that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Well, great, fantastic. And if that does sound like your daddy-o, if you want to send me a picture of him, if you got a little picture of him, I'd love to see what he looks like. He usually shows me wearing like aviator glasses or like dark sunglasses. He's got like a tan face too. Like he spent a lot of time out in the sun, kind of thing. And make sure you hit the share button and hit the hearts and all the stuff. Like just keep hitting buttons. I appreciate it. The more you guys interact, the more it kind of goes out. But thank you so much, Carrie Ann, for that validation. I'm going to let Dad kind of just take off and go about his day. He's got some stuff he's got to do. Hello, Colette. How are you? But I'm glad your daddy-o came in to say hey, howdy, hey. There's been a little one that's been kind of like popping in and out, just kind of like waving. I don't know who it is that's lost a loved one, and I feel like this month is significant. It's either this month or next month. It's like really, really significant. But whoever it is that's lost a little one around like this time, I feel like it was like right now. I feel like it was like unfair. Like a lot of it was. Oh gosh, what are you saying? What are you saying? What are you saying? I feel like it's a little girl, like daddy's girl kind of thing. So I don't know if that makes sense. To anybody here, she's also putting healing energy around a female, like an older female who would have like kind of looks like blonde or dirty blonde hair. So it's like she had to cut it. So I don't know if somebody had to cut it, or someone would have had to like cut their hair or something along those lines. Okay. Gotcha. I think that would be your daughter, Erin. My goodness me, I'm so sorry. I didn't even know that you had a daughter in spirit. I'm so sorry. Did you didn't even get to like meet each other? Like you met each other, but you didn't get to meet each other, kind of thing. She's like, I know him real well. She's like, don't think for a second that like you don't know each other, because she absolutely knows you. And she's been with you every single second of every single day. Word ritual or something along those lines. So I don't know if you did a ritual recently in honor of her, or if you do something ritualistic in memory of her, but she's aware of the rituals and she shows like really big feathers. So I feel like that's either like a sign of her presence or there's a representative of her. I even feel like you might even find like feathers near her like little fuzzies. I don't know why. It's like little fuzzies. I feel like the little fuzzies that kind of float in the air are also her as well, like little white fuzzies. I don't even know what these look like. They just look like little, looks like little cotton wool things that are floating around, but it's like outside. I can't really, looks like little dandelion things. I don't know if that makes sense. 16th of June. Oh, okay. So yeah, that is like super recent. Yeah, that would be like right around this time. Holy crap. Okay. Um, the rally. What is the rally? What's the rally? Don't know what the rally is. You might have to validate that, or if you know what the rally is, let me know if you know what the rally is. Um, it might, Mariah, you're not missing comments. I've got some people on YouTube. I've got some people on my group page. I've got people in other places that are also on here as well. So, like that right there. Now I've pinned it. Hey, now I can see your face. There you go. Now I can see your face. Um, like, I just saw, all I was looking at was just names and then 16th of June. Tell mommy I love her, which I think is already known. But if you can pass that message along, Erin, like let her mom know that she loves her. But she keeps putting healing energy like on her mom, or at least I think it's her mom. Looks like you've got some changes coming in your family, Erin. Nothing like negative, nothing like too bad, nothing that you can't handle. All right, this little Earth warrior here, you are such like the protector. You're really vigilant in everything that you do. Like there's a purpose behind everything that you do, and there's a higher purpose behind it. Like you don't do things just because. Like there's a reason why you do everything. And this king of autumn here, I feel like that this was like making decisions based on financial change, or like you being like the king here, like making decisions based on financial change. But now that you've done that, now like now you've had to start over again, and that might be frustrating for you, but you did so because you wanted your home to be like happy, or you at least wanted to like provide for everybody. um and this change that you went through, even though you kind of got what you wanted, it's also requiring some really big changes, and you might have to like face not necessarily like some difficult truths. I don't want to say difficult truths, but there's some truth that you might need to come to reality with, or like you just want to do a good job. Like you're really motivated to keep moving forward and things like that, and like this apprenticeship kind of thing that I kind of like feel you like you're doing. And I feel like whatever this job is that you're doing, I feel like it's a good thing for you, Erin. I really do. I feel like it's a good thing for you. But if you have questions, like speak up. Don't hold back, and just like I can figure it out yourself. You are super smart, and all of that stuff. Like just great, wonderful. Um, but like don't be afraid to speak up. Okay, like that's not going to be weakness. Okay. um but I do want to say that like you like get ready to okay, I have like the Queen song in my head, I want to break free kind of thing. So like if you are wanting to like break free from something or separate from something or whatever it is that like you have to confront, um do it. Do it. Okay. Whatever it is that you got to confront, do it. Hope that makes sense. Hope that makes sense. And you don't have to call me ma'am. Jesus. Not ma'am. Don't laugh at me for saying that either. Scroll. All right, Colette, I'll see you in a minute. Makes perfect sense. Cool deal. You know where to find me if you want to book in for a deeper reading, or you can send me a message later and explain all of this stuff like everybody else does. But I'm glad that that makes sense for you. So if there is whatever it is that you're wanting to break free from, and it's like obvious that like they're not really like wanting to like let me too far back behind the scenes into that, like that's going to make more sense for you right now, or maybe that's just not for me to know and that's just for you to know kind of thing, and that's totally fine. It's all up to them really what they want to show me. But if you want to break free from something, then do it. Okay, so just that's what I want to say. Hope that makes sense for you. Is it super stormy in Nashville? Oh my God, I love storms. I do. I love storms. I love storms. Love it. Love it. I do. I love storms. Like I would get in trouble for like being outside in the thunderstorm because my mom would be like, "Oh my God, you're literally gonna get struck by lightning." And I'm like, "No, I'm not." Standing like right next to, um, right next to like a really tall tree in the middle of like a field. I do. I love them. And there's even like this little piece of me that whenever the power goes out, like this little piece of me that's like, yes. like the whole like weather is winning. It's the whole thing. It's just who I am. Hey, Ricky. But I do. I love them. When I used to live in Arizona, the monsoons that we would see were epic. But the problem was is that you would see these storms, but you wouldn't get a single drop of water on you, which was like kind of pointless and kind of depressing. And it has been a while, but I've been very busy with other clients, which I am not complaining about at all whatsoever. I'm really excited. I'm really blessed to have been like doing so well. Like I'm really happy and pleased with myself. If I can just do that for a little second, but I've also been like really busy with another project in the background. Yeah, seriously. It is like my favorite thing. Stronger the storm, the better. Absolutely. Yeah. I'm like, come on! Like I challenge it, which is probably not a good idea. But whatever. If one day I get struck down by lightning, everyone would on here will just be like, well, we saw that coming. She kind of said that might happen. But I do. I love like going out in the rain. I love summer storms. Oh yeah. When the rain's like warm. Oh yeah. Get drenched. Yeah, I will fully challenge the way. I will fully challenge the weather. Bring it on, bitch. Are you serious? Okay, guys. Didn't I just say like I'm done? I'm done. You have? Are you serious? Are you absolutely serious? Are you serious that your power is out? Because I literally was just like, when the power goes out, that's my favorite thing in the whole world. And then you're like, the power's out. Look at you. I'm jealous. Hello, Melanie. Isn't it like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning for you right now, Melanie? Shouldn't you be in bed? I mean, not that I no. Who am I to judge? I'm literally like up at like still awake at like 4 o'clock in the morning, so it's fine. I need sleep. So if anybody else is still up in like 6 hours, I will probably still be awake. Hit me up. Yeah, 2:30 in the morning. See, look at that. I looked at the time clock and I was like, it's like 5 hours ahead. There is something soothing about the rain hitting on you. It's the whole thing. It's the whole mood. It's the whole aesthetic. But there's really nothing sexy about it like it is in the movies. Let's be honest here, people. Everyone looks like a drowned rat. No one's curls look perfect when it's pouring rain. That is Hollywood editing and styling. Ricky's like, I would melt. Ricky. You're going through some life lessons. But I feel like you kind of chose this for yourself, kind of thing. I feel like that, maybe like true story. True story. We all look like drowned rats. And none of our makeup looks sexy. And it just, let's just be honest here. We all look horrible when we're out in the rain. Anyway, for Ricky, let's go back up to Ricky. You've had like this, you made like this spontaneous decision. I don't know if it's like going back to school or something like that, or you just decided to like, let's just learn something new and do something freaking new with my life. And you've been paving a new path for yourself, and fantastic. But stop questioning yourself like, oh my god, did I make the right decision? Oh my god. Stop freaking panicking. All right, I feel like that you already kind of hit the bottom, and like literally the only way is up right now. And now that you've decided to go on a whole new journey, it's like just you're gonna start creating so much amazing stuff for yourself. But stop trying to control the stuff. All right, stop trying to control it. Don't micromanage things. Literally, like, you made a decision. The universe heard you, and they're like, here we go, take you on a new ride. And you might be thinking, I don't think this was the right idea. I feel like this was wrong. I feel like I bit off more than I can chew. You didn't. You did not. You're going to be successful in this situation, all right? And it's because like you kind of hit like that little bit of rock bottom, and you're just like, you know what, I'm really disappointed with how things are right now, and feeling kind of like apathetic about like the way that your life is, and feeling like your cups aren't full. Well, guess what? They're offering you a new cup. Take the cup. Okie dokie. Even this card of like teacher and guidance. So if you are learning something or taking on like new education, or just, I don't know, whatever it is, I'm sure that will make more sense to you. If not now, then eventually down the road it will. Because I had somebody message me today and was like, so you did a reading for me some months ago when you told me some things, and it hadn't happened yet, and it literally just transpired. And I just thought I would let you know. I was like, that's amazing. Sometimes it be like that. Not under the rain. Not under the rain. Hi, James Michael. I'm excited about the house party coming up. I actually have 2 house parties coming up. I got one right after yours the next day. The summer's already filling up, folks. So if you do live in like my area, and you want like a one-to-one reading, and you don't want like the video thing, you want it to like be more like one-on-one personal whatever, I might be able to come to you. You'd have to send me a message. Colette, happy birthday. Many blessings on your solar return. I want you to like stop questioning things so much. I feel like you're just continuing to manifest. Like, and I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you that you are. Stop questioning things so much, Colette. Hang on one sec here. Hang on one sec here. How do I do that? Where's the comments? Hide current. There we go. There we go. And then there we go. There we go. I don't know technology. I just keep pushing buttons, and then occasionally I get it right. Most of the time I'm like, oh no. Oh, shit. Oh my God, I hope I saved that. Yeah, and then I end up like calling people. I'm like, so I think I just like completely crashed everything. And I think I deleted my entire website. Can you get it back? I'm one of those people. Just fuck around and find out. Okay, so stop questioning things so much. Like you have an array of opportunities or an array of options in front of you, and it might be overwhelming. Take a minute to think about what it is that you truly want. Like, what do you feel emotionally drawn to? Like you got all like this emotional wisdom up here. Use it, okay? Use it. It's there for a reason. You want to start taking off in life. You want to start taking off in life. You want to start building something. You've already started. You've already started it. All right, you've absolutely already started, and your work is going to pay off in the long run. Like, I just want to say, like, no matter what you do, it's inevitable that you're going to be successful in this. Okay. Take what you've learned and use it. Take what you've learned and use it. Follow your intuition. You already know what the answer is. Just listen to it. Just sit down and just calm your mind down for a second. Stop panicking over like, oh my God, this is gonna like. I don't know why I feel like life-changing things are happening and that's freaking you out, but it's literally what you asked for. You're finally being fair to yourself. And that's exciting. And you're welcome, Colette. I hope that makes sense for you. And I'm going to use the romance deck for you here, okay? So I see romance between you and the man, Jay. Hang on one sec. I've got your comment pinned, so I see you, all right? It looks like he might still be attached to somebody a little bit, or he might still have like feelings for somebody else kind of at the moment. He's got to kind of free himself a little bit before that can take over or before that can happen. But you're not going to be alone for long is what I want to say. Probably around like end of September, you're going to be like well into like the swing of things. I don't know if it's he's married. I can't tell if he's married or if there's just like still like an attachment to somebody. It might be that he's still in love with somebody else, or that he's in a relationship, or he's kind of in a relationship, or something along those lines. But that's all they're letting me see on there. Let's scroll. I don't know why I wanted to start singing that. But if anybody does want to book in for a deeper reading, you can visit me at www.thependulumspath.com. Also, you can find me on all of the other social medias. You can find me on the YouTube channel, on the Instagram channel, on the TikTok, and all of that crap. Okie dokie. So you can just find me anywhere and everywhere. Hey, Corinna. I'm glad you made it. I just feel okay, Corinna. I want to say the words like another milestone reached. Turning of age. Don't know who that is. Who is it that turned of age? And it just says right now, as far as like as hopes for a relationship between the two of you, it looks like he is still attached to somebody else. So right now, until he lets go of that other person, I don't see a relationship developing between you and the letter J. So I don't know who it is, Corinna. I had like it's like another milestone reached. Do you know what that means? Do you know who that is? Sun had a thing cool going on. Awesome. I believe it's dad. He showed me like swelling in the legs. I don't know if dad had swelling in the legs. Like it kind of looks purple and like splotchy, kind of. All like feels really uncomfortable and itchy and really, really dry. He's like, but that's all gone now. And I'm like, great, that's perfect. But anyway, he's super excited and happy and like super proud. He's like, I'm super proud that like we've got this far. Like it's just another milestone reach kind of thing. And it's like another thing that you can kind of check off the box and off the list of like accomplishments. And it's like you're one step closer to it's like just one step closer to something else. And I can't really see like what that something else is. I hope that makes sense. Son had birthday. Perfect. And I can only just read for each person, just short little readings. If you want to book in for a deeper reading, you're going to have to visit me on my website, okay? Corinna, do. It looks to me, okay, it looks to me like this son, or there's a man, or there's a male figure kind of like in your family or in your space. It looks to me like that they might actually be like trying to figure out who they are. And you might be really worried about like the decisions that he's going to make. All right. But I want you to know that like, even though he might be enchanted by many things, all right, because there is a lot of enchanting things out in the world, all right, but to make sure that you communicate clearly what is fact, what is fiction, what is truth, what is reality, what is common sense and stupid stuff, all right? But above all else, focus on motivating him to continue moving forward. And I know that you're not going to want to hold people back. I know that that's not what you want. That's not the goal. That's not the desire. That's not like what you're wanting to do. If anything, you're like, come on, let's go. Let's keep moving. This motivation is going to end up paying off in the long run, okay? Don't think She's questioning herself over every little thing that she says and does. Stop doing that, my darling. Corinna, stop questioning every little thing that you do. No one on this earth is going to get it right 100% of the time. Okay? And you're going to have to go back and rewatch the live, sweetheart. I don't even remember what I said. Usually after I've delivered a message, I'm on to the next and I don't remember, okay? But I hope that makes sense, Corinna. I think I'll be on here for like maybe another 10 minutes or something like that. Hello, Jessica Parks. How are you? Hello, hello, hello. Finally being fair to me makes a lot of sense. Good. I'm glad. I'm doing all right. Tonight, I'm doing all right. I had some tacos for dinner with the extra hot sauce and salsa on it, because why not just send my stomach into a tizzy in like another 3.5 hours? Got nothing better to do, right? And just sit in my bed going, oh my God, I should not have done that. That's all right. It was delicious while I was eating it. It was delicious while I was eating it. I have no gallbladder either, so that just adds to like the lack of digestion. It's all right. I'll be all right. It's fine. Alrighty, let's see. Who else? Let's do Arca. Have you felt like all of a sudden, like all of your guides have just gone and like disappeared or something like that? Like everything's just kind of gone quiet. If you have like, if you feel like that there's been like a little bit of a lack of connection or something like that, you're definitely not alone. I actually feel like that there's like, if anything, I feel like your guides are actually like even more involved than anything, but it's more like what's happened, like the shift in, okay, stop it. Okay, so the way that like their communication is changed or changing, or like it feels like they've gone quiet, is actually like it's to protect you from something, or like the lack of like hearing that you've been going through for recently. I feel like it is to actually protect you, and it's to protect you from absorbing things that aren't yours, things that you don't need to hear. It might be that like somebody else was like trying to like break in on your channel or something like that, but you might need to like add up your protection and maybe do like a cleansing. All right, my darling. But I do say, like, I want to say, like, if you've been kind of like wavering on your trust a little bit, work on changing all of this colorful chakral energy in here. Okay. I even want to say, like, maybe do something like start from the top and work your way down kind of thing. It's like a big zipper of gunk that needs to kind of come off of you. Like, I hear the words like rubbed off the wrong way. Like somebody's energy rubbed off on you the wrong way, or something along those lines. That something happened. Also cedar. Okay, so yeah, you're aware that something is happening. You're aware maybe that like things are blocked here a little bit, and you've got some blockages kind of around you. You'll be able to get through this All right, but I do feel like that there's like, you got to kind of like maybe fight fire with fire. You're doing great with shielding, and then you've been struggling. Okay, so fight fire with fire kind of thing, like set a ward or something along those lines, but then ask your guides or give them permission to fight back on your behalf, because you can do that. Okay. Things don't get called to battle unless we ask them to go and fight, right? Okay, so like if your tower is crumbling kind of thing, like if you've gone through like a sudden unexpected change kind of thing, if you got to get your guards back up, okay, you got to get yourself regenerated and start rising back up from the ashes. All right, pick yourself up, dust yourself back up, back off again. I would even suggest doing like a matchstick test, like take 2 matchsticks and ask them if, like, ask it, put it, bowl of moon water, freaking full moon's coming like right now. Take 2 matches, hold them, ask if you have a blockage or some kind of like psychic attack that's happening around you or something like that. I'm not going to say like attachment because that's a subject for another day. But like ask if you've had like some kind of psychic attack or something like that. And I just heard a big ringing in my right ear as soon as I said that. So if that is what's going on, I just heard it again. Work on that. Okay. They are saying yes. I was like, right in this ear twice. And I was like, all right, I got you. Heard it. And they're saying yes to you. So I'm like, you know that I know that you know, and we know all the things. We know the things. Or at least we know some of the things. Some of the things. But I'm glad I got to come on. I did a little live on TikTok a couple days ago, and it was weird, but we'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. It's different buttons and stuff like that. So if anybody wants to follow me on TikTok, please do. I'd appreciate it. And also follow me on my YouTube channel and all of that stuff as well, because that helps me out tremendously, even though I think I need like 10,000 followers to go live on YouTube just by myself, but whatever. I'm so glad that I could help, Arca. Excuse me. Pardonnez-moi. Anybody else got a question? Even about what it's like being a psychic, or a medium, or a large, because I am quite curvy. You can't see that though, but I am. I'm not complaining. What cards do I have? Well, that is a question. So many. So I have right now. I was gifted this one. This is like a romance angel oracle deck. It's great for relationships, and typically I mix and match in my readings. This is the Mary Day Tarot deck. It is an out of print deck. It actually went out of print like back in like the 90s. So this is like super rare, and I'm super jazzed to have it because it's really, really expensive. When you find it online, I'm like, oh my God, I can't even begin to afford that. These, I cannot even begin to remember the names of these. I'm sure if it's an oracle deck, and I want to say like Rebecca, or I feel like I want to say the name Rebecca something, did this one and this one. They look identical, but they are very different decks, but I use those. Then I've got The Universe Has Your Back oracle deck. I've got the Light Seers Tarot. We've got the Good Tarot. I've got the Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot. I've got a Celtic Tarot deck. I have a Tarotorial deck because I'm neurodivergent. Sometimes pictures overwhelm me, and sometimes I just need you to spell it out and put it right in my face. I have an Urban Crow Oracle deck as well. And then, also I have an Oracle deck from Matthew Stapley. And then in another room, I've got like probably 3 or 4 other decks as well. And actually, I was gifted a Native American Oracle deck. I myself am not, but it was gifted to me by somebody who is. So I haven't really used it all that much, but I love it. I think it's beautiful. And it made me laugh because the first time that when they gifted it to me, and I took it out, she told me to give it a shuffle and pull a card. And the first card that I pulled out of it was a bear. And that's like, I have a really strong connection to bears. I have a really, really strong spiritual connection to bears. And I just, and I laughed. And this person knew that as well. And I loved their reaction to it because they're like, of all the cards that could have come up, and I was just like, I know. I did like a whole Monica thing. I was like, this is too weird. It's not, well, it's not weird. I just kind of laughed. And it's like, of course, Spirit would give me that card. So yeah, and a lot of my cards have been gifted to me. I even have a Luna Somnia deck, a black deck in there in my other room as well. I have a Moonology deck, which I need to have replaced because some of the cards on there are just so well loved. They are so well loved. So I have a lot of cards. I have a lot. And I don't have enough. And I love to collect them because I love the attitudes that they all have. And each one does have its own attitude and its own personality. And it's like kind of like having a collection of friends, in my opinion. Sometimes you've got a friend that like gives you a little bit of tough love and like really kind of slaps you in the face with the truth. And then you've got like the friend who's like, oh no, everything's going to be fine. There's like a pretty picture in every rainstorm. And then you've got like the hippie friend who's like, just sit there, smoke a bowl and shut up. Everything's going to be good. And then, you know, we've got the, like my Celtic Tarot deck is just, it's full of dicks. Okay. It's full of penises. And we're talking big ones too. So that's a big dick energy kind of deck, dick deck. So I have a lot. And on top of that, I make my own, or I have my own set of witches runes as well. And I have also, I have my Elder Futhark runes as well, but that's also in my other room. And then I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 pendulums right now. 1, 2, 3, 4 pendulums with me right now. Got a lot of stuff. It's kind of fun. I like it. And I have dowsing rods. These don't look like dowsing rods, but this little thing that looks like a pen, it's very fun. I find it to be quite exciting. I like it. So yes, my little fun collections. And I like these because they're telescopic, which means I can make them like as long or kind of like as short as I need them to be. Although when it's like all compact like this, the weight of them feels a bit off, and it's like it makes it hard for it to like kind of swivel around and move just because of the weight of it. It's a little bit off balance, but I prefer using them at full length. That's just my preference. And the witches runes I do love because not that I just make them myself. I have a few sets that I have in my shop as well. But let me show you the witches runes. So they're little wooden discs, and I painted them purple because that's like my color. And then on the outside, I have hand foiled each individual disc with gold foil. If I stack some up together, you might be able to see it a little bit better. But yeah, I've hand foiled like all of them individually, and then hand burned them. So we've got like water, which just means like things are still in emotion, or that it's like there's emotional issues going on. We've got the sun, which is like positivity. We've got the star, which is like wishes. We've got like the eye of intuition. We've got the moon of illusion. We've got harvest. This is my favorite one ever. I love this picture. I love the energy in this. It could just be that I'm an earth sign, but whatever. We've got man, flight. We've got romance. This is another one that I absolutely love. This is the sigh. This is like suffering. like the great cutting and stuff like that. And then we've got woman right here, which is like birthing and creation. And if you kind of look, it looks like the woman, you know, with her legs together. Um, we've got like the crossroads, which is like you're at a new direction. And then we've got like, this is romance. And it's like a double-edged sword of romance. Like while you can come together, there's still like all these like little pokey pieces. So it's like the negative side of romance kind of thing. But those I cast those as well. Or sometimes I'll just like reach in and pick out like 1, 2, or 3, depending on the question. Those are really handy, and they fit in your little pocket, and they're like $40 on my shop. So if you want some, go buy some. And if you want like international shipping, just send me a private message. No, sort you out. Because I think my shop is just like, we can't do international shipping. And I'm like, I can though. I can. So that was like a little mini tour, little mini tour. I was like, I'm just seeing if there's anything else around here that like I have forgotten to like bring out, kind of thing. I got a whole bunch of herb spices and essential oils and all that other stuff there as well. But that's a little mini tour of like all of my stuff. There's a lot. There's a lot, but never enough, right? Never enough. And it's not like I get bored with the stuff. And I'm like, listen, you're an old friend. Sometimes we need new friends. New friends means new tarot decks. New friends, new opinions. I got a beautiful piece of selenite. Ooh, look how bright that is. I love that. Look at that. Gorgeous. Actually, you want to see my big piece? Just before we... Oh, I love that. Oh my God. It's like angel's breath in a stone. I freaking love it. And then I got my big old piece of clear quartz. And then what else do I got? I got a couple pieces of clear quartz in here. I got some green aventurine. Got a little agate stone. I have like 1,000 crystals in my bedroom. Shh, don't tell anybody. It's like a miniature museum in there. Anytime I have my friends see it, they're just like, oh my God, that's a lot. And I'm like, is it though? It is, it's a lot. I'm not gonna lie. I'll post some pictures later, I'm sure. I'm like, this is my crystal hoard for those of you that want to see it. But alrighty, folks, I think I'm gonna love you and leave you this evening. Thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate every single one of y'all for coming and hanging out and amusing yourself with me. Because I'm here for your amusement, or at least I think I'm amusing. You don't have to. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me tonight. I appreciate y'all. I'm going to try to come on again maybe next week. But as I said, I got a lot of stuff going on. The 4th of July is coming up, so happy 4th of July to everybody who is celebrating that or not celebrating it. I'm personally not a U.S. citizen, so yay hot dogs. I will eat all the hot dogs. And I know I sound American. I'm not. I'm actually a UK native, so that's fun. I hide my accent very, very well for multiple reasons. But anyway, enough rattling on about myself. Have a wonderful night, guys. I will talk to you soon. Love you all. Bye.